Happy to welcome you again. Happy to welcome my friend Dmytro here at the External Action Service. Dmytro Kuleba is regularly coming to the Foreign Affairs Council. You will come also in the next one in December. But it was important also to meet bilaterally today in person, because the conflict in Gaza has been high in the international agenda. But I wanted to assure Minister Kuleba that it is not distracting us from our firm and unequivocal support to Ukraine. Yesterday we were in Barcelona together with Arab people. Certainly we pay attention to the situation in Gaza, but we don't forget about what's going on in Ukraine. And I was talking with my friend Kuleba, saying that soon it will be 2 years since we traveled together to the Donbass, some days before the war started. Today is 650 days since Russia launched this illegal and full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And certainly Russia tries to exploit the tragedy in Gaza to inflict more destruction and suffering to Ukraine, hoping that the world attention is somewhere else, that the world attention is being diverted by another tragedy, as they did the other day with a massive attack to Kyiv during this weekend. It was, if I am not wrong, the biggest air attack against Kyiv since the beginning of the war. So today I express to Dmytro Kuleba our strong commitment to continue supporting Ukraine and to help Ukraine to push back the aggressor. For that, in concrete terms, the 12th sanctions package is being finalized. I presented that to the ministers. The Coreper is discussing the details. I hope it will be approved soon in order to bring it to the Council, the Foreign Ministers' Council in December. We have advanced in our security commitments for Ukraine. The Council has approved the framework. Today we started discussing it, and next week the Under-Secretary General for Security and Defense from the External Action Service will travel to Kyiv to share it with our Ukrainian counterparts in order to make it possible for me to present to the European Union Council before the end of the year. Just now the Member States agreed on increasing additional support funding for the training mission for Ukraine, which is one of the most successful missions that we have undertaken. It's about 200 million more, in line with the increasing scope and complexity of the training activities of this mission that has already trained 34,000 soldiers until now. This is the biggest training provider for Ukraine. If I may summarize, it's about 27 billion of combined European Union and Member States military assistance to Ukraine. This is an important contribution to the Ukraine defense capacities. But I know that we have to do more and faster. As I am always saying, when I talk about Ukraine, more and faster are the keywords I am always using. Because for sure Putin will use the winter to continue unleashing terror on civilians in Ukraine and attacking its energy infrastructure. Also, 2 days ago, it was the 90th anniversary of the Holodomor, commemorating the Soviet-Russia infliction of a man-made famine on Ukraine that killed 1 million people. And today, Russia continues using hunger, winter, and energy to attack the Ukrainian people. In our meeting, we focus on 3 key issues. As I said, we launch our discussion on the long-term security commitment of the European Union with Ukraine. It will cover security, defense, broader aspects such as financial reconstruction, trade and humanitarian support, sanctions and accountability. Second, we discussed about Ukraine's path towards European Union membership, which is, at the end, the best security guarantee that the European Union can offer to Ukraine is membership. We discussed the next steps following the recommendation to open accessions that we made at the European Commission. And third, we discussed the Ukraine peace formula. In the last meeting in Malta in October, more than 65 countries gathered there to demonstrate its continued support for the global community for this peace formula, which is the only comprehensive basis for a just and sustainable peace. This is what we have had today in our discussions. Once again, thank you, Dmytro, for visiting us. Ukraine is part of the European Union family, and we are here to support each other, not only European Union to Ukraine, but also Ukraine to the European Union. Thank you.
Thank you for your encouraging words, Josep. And since the beginning of the large-scale invasion, you have been leading the efforts of EU member states, EU foreign ministers, in mobilizing support for Ukraine, not only political and sanctions track, but also in the area of defense industries.